Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the US stock market. We're gonna see the indices here for NASDAQ, SPX, and Dow Jones, starting with NASDAQ here. Well, very interesting what we see today. Even this wave 5 is not yet done, it's still extending over there. So very interesting what I'm looking at. I'm afraid that this is going to transform to something very massive, to a 2.618, guys. And that means this might transform here, yeah, to several 1-2s, meaning 1-2-1-2, wave 3-4-5-4-5. That might be very bullish. Yeah. So, and it can be after, of course, this long sideways that we saw and the choppy move that we saw before for NASDAQ. So, if I want to analyze the structure here, well, we have somehow here a 1-2 already, a wave 3, very sideways, wave 4, perfect, and then 1-2, and then 3-4, and a 5, very extended wave 5. So by all means, it should be done. Honestly, it should be done, knowing that no weakness yet is appearing here. This is nothing yet, but it should be done, guys. I mean, a 1-2-3 here for and a 5. The wave 5 is a 1-2-3-4 and a 5, and the wave 5 is 1-2-3-4 and a 5. So you have realized how many extension we got already by counting this. But I believe that it is done here, and it should push toward the downside for a correction, guys. This correction is still somehow updating and pushing for higher, with even more higher prices again that it show up over there. So we gotta be careful with it, because yes, it can continue for higher simply without a correction and continue to the 2.618 here. So better always to be in the right side, of course, of the market. So we have to be careful. 1-2, 1-2, 3-4-5. For me, it looks like a finished right now, but guys, it depends on the market. If there is more extension to unfold here, you have to directly think about the 2.618. Let's dive inside it. Meaning, if this price here will keep taking the highs there, yeah, so this is confirmation even for higher, because it might make a new extension there, and that means can be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's crazy. Yeah, so it means this might transform to kind of like a 1-2 and then 1-2, which I doubt it. Of course, this is a very sideways, so the extension is happening inside this move here. So 1-2, 1-2, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, somehow like that, guys. Then a large 1-2 here, and then 3, 4, and a 5, turning all of it here to kind of like a double 1-2, and this is your massive wave 3, and then a large 1-2, and that means several 4, 5 to unfold. And this is how we are going, of course, to achieve the all-time high. There is no way to achieve all-time high without extending like that, guys. So very interesting for the stock market, how it is bullishing, I would say. And we're looking for the 27K. That is the minimum target right now, because even the wave 5, in case we get a wave 5 later on based on this wave 3, the wave 5 is even looking for this area around the 28K for NASDAQ, which is already, we are already in a new all-time high, by the way, guys. Yeah, we are already in a new all-time high. So very interesting what we are looking at today. It's history again for NASDAQ. Well, we'll see, guys. So expect a correction. It's a little bit impossible to take a new all-time high, finishing a structure here and internally without a signal, at least for a correction. So we need a correction and then pushing for higher, because with the correction, at least we know what we are looking at. Are we looking at a full impulse finished in an all-time high? So we have to be careful, because it can be 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5, like just wave 5 here and then pushing down. But if we get a correction there, okay, we make sure that the wave 5 is going there, and then we're pushing down later on. But if the things continue directly towards the upside, then forget about it. We're pushing towards, of course, the 30K here. Yeah, that it might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, somehow like this, guys. That will be massive, yeah, on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very interesting for NASDAQ, guys. So let's move to SPX. Well, for SPX as well, as you can see, we passed the 1.618. We are looking here. I'm going to bring the 2.618 because this is very possible, honestly. 2.618 at 7K 300 might be next in case of extensions. And that means 1, 2, 3 here. The wave 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I don't see a finished wave 5, honestly. Let's dive inside it and explain this. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, yes, it should be done and finished, but I still see extensions internally. So you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. Um, yeah, so expect even higher prices, guys. Yes, this is corrective going on here, something potentially even expanding flat. Then wave 5, 4 and a 5. So yeah, do not make sure that we are going to correct directly here. The stocks are exploding today. Yeah, so they are even exploding more and more here. So very, very interesting, guys. So wave 4 is not yet ready to dive for deep, I would say. And the top here shows already that things are not yet ready, because when you are ready to push down, you push directly in an impulse. Yeah, like something like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it start to dive a little bit deep, especially after such a move, guys. So somehow the price is still showing resilience here and strength. Very, very interesting. So to recap here, we took the all-time high also for SPX. Very, very interesting. The target for wave 5 here is starting to get in confluence with the all-time high targets as well that we had even before, in case we are looking for something bigger than this. So I would say so far this looking here as confluence 7K $365 for a wave 5, guys. Unless even that the wave 3 is going to extend to 2.618, meaning like a 1, 2, 3 here. Then 4 and a 5, we're talking then about 7K 500. So it depends how this is going to extend. And I believe once you pass the 1.618, there is a 60% chance right now to reach the 2.618, guys. Okay. So very, very interesting what's going on. Don't forget 1, 2, it can be 1, 2 and a massive wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, reaching 7K 500 easily. Yep, so this is regarding SPX as well. We can see the all-time high here into our wave 5 in the yellow, unfolding 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Very interesting how NASDAQ dealt with this area here, with this correction. What a horrible timing, honestly. So for Dow Jones as well, for the 1 hour chart here, we are looking as well for the wave 3. Well, Dow Jones somehow looks not so strong as Nasdaq and SPX. However, it took our box, it took our blue box, the wave 3. Now we might, of course, come back for a wave 4 and a wave 5. So I would say nothing yet has changed in Dow Jones. The price is still the same. And we'll see, of course, how this is going to unfold in the intraday again. So I would say still bullish at the end. Nothing is bearish and still showing some strength. That was it for the US stock market, guys. Very interesting new all-time highs. We're looking at NASDAQ, SPX, and Dow Jones. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.